Warner Brothers, I'm a massive DCEU fan, and I have lots of questions for you. Is Ray Fisher still Cyborg? Is Ezra Miller still the Flash? For crying out loud, you don't talk to us. Is Henry Cavill still Superman? Do I have a verified checkmark? No. Then you won't talk to me. Well, that's damn charming, isn't it? So that's it, yeah. I have to get a verified account on Twitter before you'll even speak to me. And say nice things about you 24/7. No. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here in June. Are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies, and welcome to the DCEU Extra. And today we're going to talk about the lack of communication from Warner Brothers to its customers. There are so many questions hanging in the balance about the DCEU, and they won't come out and talk to us. They won't talk to us about the Snyder Cut. Any company worth their salt by now should have said, right, we've heard these rumours about the Snyder Cut. Yes, Zack Snyder does have a version of the film. We are not looking to release it at this time, or we are continuing to talk about it. But nothing. It's not about getting the Snyder Cut straight away. It's about having a dialogue with your customer. Most companies around the world have this dialogue with their customers, but not Warner Brothers. One of the things I like about Disney and Marvel Studios, and there's not much I like, is the communication with the fans of the MCU. And you hear the passionate speeches that Feige makes. There's a communication. Disney recently released a list of the films they're going to be bringing out from now till 2022. That's a communication with their fans. But Warner Brothers are stuck in the past. Let me tell you some questions I've got for Warner Brothers, and most of you have, right? Is Henry Cavill still Superman? Because we don't know. Ridiculous situation. Ben Affleck, what's going on, right? No one, the guy making the film, Matt Reeves, or Warner Brothers, have never come out and said that Ben Affleck isn't Batman. Ben Affleck has come out and said he's no longer going to be Batman on an interview show. That's ridiculous. Nothing from the company come out and say, we have appreciated Ben's efforts as Batman, but now we're going in a different direction. Nothing. Right, who else? Ezra Miller. Is Ezra Miller still the Flash? Why won't you tell us? Why don't you talk to us? Ezra Miller has spoken to us sometimes and tried to say they're trying their best to make the best movie possible. Rumours came out that he's not happy with the script and he's writing a script, right? Nothing. You won't tell us nothing. You won't dispel these rumours or confirm these rumours. It's ridiculous, right? Ray Fisher. Is Ray Fisher still Cyborg? People make up rumours because you're not talking, and this is the problem. And it goes on and on and on. I could just go on with the kind of list of questions I have for Warner Brothers over the DCEU. It's that lack of communication because they're still working from 60, 70 years ago. We are in the era of the communication highway, the internet. They have Twitter accounts, they have Instagram accounts, they have Snapchat accounts, and all they do is advertise their films. They don't talk to the customer. Now, I know you can't shoot down every rumour or confirm or deny every rumour, but bloody hell, the situation with Henry Cavill, Ray Fisher, Ezra Miller, the Snyder Cut, these are very important issues. Right, Justice League is about a year and a half old. Nothing from them about the Snyder Cut. Why let this carry on? Why let people like Centeno come up with bullshit? Why not shoot it down and tell us the truth, whether you have an intention of releasing it? You know, have you got a stance? No. Allegedly, you got Ben Fritz to do a hit piece, which was ridiculous. Why not be, proper people and treat your consumer with respect? There is no respect. There is no respectability. And, as much as we talk about Walter Hamada and Peter Safran doing great things, the point is they don't talk about the things we want to know about. We want to know about Ray Fisher. We want to know about Henry Cavill, right? We want to know about Ezra Miller and Ben Affleck. Is the next Batman, is it going to be Patterson? That broke a week or so ago. You didn't come out to deny it. You could have come out and said, listen, we are not ready to talk about this casting yet. When we're ready, we'll let you know. The last thing they ever confirmed for the DCEU through their own accounts was that Steven Spielberg was going to direct a DC movie. That was over a year ago. I don't even think that's happening now. And, their communication is terrible. Warner Brothers, you need to talk to us, because I'm now here, a passionate Superman fan. Rumours that Superman's being arrested because apparently you blamed Superman for the failure of Justice League, which is another ridiculous situation. The only people you should blame are yourselves. Kevin Sujihara was removed over a couple of months ago. You haven't replaced him. There's no communication of when you're going to replace him. Warner Brothers right now is like a rudderless ship without a leader. It's ridiculous. Nobody talks. Jim Lee's on Twitter. I think he's the president of DC Films, I think. If that's how it works. And he doesn't really say much about the franchise. Nobody does, apart from when they're trying to promote the film for cinema or Blu-ray or whatever. And this is unacceptable. This is absolutely unacceptable. We're not asking for the breaking of the fourth wall here. We're asking for good old-fashioned communication. There are a lot of issues with this franchise, and you won't speak up. You think by keeping quiet and hoping for the best, things are going to be organised on their own. What are you planning? What are your plans for Superman, The Flash, Cyborg? We don't know because you won't tell us. So then we go listening to rumours and bullshit. I'm not asking for a lot. The fans are not asking for a lot. All we're asking is for some respect. We are your consumer. And the problem is with Hollywood right now, they have no respect for their consumer. We've seen the reaction from Hollywood, about this Game of Thrones petition. Even though people pay a subscription to HBO, apparently they don't have a right to speak out and sign a petition. That petition was about making a point, by the way. Nobody really expected them to remake season 8. But this is the problem. There is a disconnect. They tell us what they want to tell us, and then they go, shh, shh, shh. No, there's no shush. You need to communicate with your consumer. There are proper underlining issues, and you don't have a mandate anymore to keep quiet. You started this franchise. It was very divisive. Some people love it. Some people hated it. So you started this course correction. Rumours about Wonder Woman 1984 being a Flashpoint movie. Nothing. No response from you. There should be someone. If this was Feige would be speaking out. Kevin Feige puts people straight. That's why the rumours for the MCU are minimal, because Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios have a dialogue with their consumer. You don't have a dialogue with your consumer. And you know what? I was thinking about this after I did today's DCEU Daily, and I said, I have to do a DCEU Extra today just to talk about this. I want to support this franchise, but I also want you, Warner Brothers, as a company, to talk to us, or to get someone prominent within the fandom to speak and tell us the things, someone we respect. You are an old, great company, but you're not run properly. You make bad decisions. And one of the worst decisions is not communicating with the fans. You see, everyone makes mistakes in business and in life. You made a mistake with Justice League. You removed Zack Snyder. You wanted him removed. You should have removed him before he started the film. You know that. There's a situation with the Snyder Cut. Take a stance. Talk to the fans politely and constructively and say, no, it's not happening. Or we'll discuss it in the future. But nothing. You have Henry Cavill doing The Witcher. Not you guys, but, for Netflix. We don't know if he's Superman or he's not Superman. It's a ridiculous situation. We're hearing rumours about prolonged contract negotiations. Other rumours that Henry wants a direct sequel to Man of Steel, and you guys don't want that. But without you talking to us, we are never going to know the truth. The Ray Fisher situation, the Ezra Miller. Not only do we deserve the respect to know what's going on, so do they. Do they know what's going on at least? I hope so. But the point being, it's not about them. It's about respect. Respect for your consumer. There is no franchise with these nonsense situations hanging in the balance. I understand that Aquaman and Wonder Woman did really well, and we're all happy with them universally. That's great. But you can't just jump on that bandwagon and forget. Superman is such an important character. You get, as I said before, you get Supes right, this whole franchise just lights up like a firework rocket that goes into the sky and blows up with pretty colours. Get it right. You maybe don't think that Superman is as important as I do, and as millions of fans around the world do, right? But he is. You imagine if you get him right. I don't want to hear excuses that he's hard to write. He's not. Not if you've got a heart and an imagination. We want to know what's going on with Superman, with Cyborg, with The Flash, with the Snyder Cut, with Ben Affleck. Is he playing an older Batman in The Batman, and then he starts thinking about his past, and that's how Pattinson comes in? If it's Pattinson, because you won't confirm or deny that either. We don't know. It's great not to know everything what's going on within the universe and sit there with our friends and do videos and kind of theorise about what could happen. That's brilliant. But this is beyond that. You're allowing rumours and lies to circulate when all you have to do is come out and put these things to bed. And I really, really do not understand why you haven't got... Have you got a communications section at Warner Brothers who can just come out and, and go on Twitter or Instagram, right? It could be me. I could do it for you. Just repeat what you want me to say. No Snyder Cut. Maybe in the future. Henry Cavill is Superman. No, he's not. There is a Superman film in the works. No, there's not. We're looking to do this. Supergirl. You never confirmed Supergirl. It was... And this is another problem, right? They have these media sites who they channel information to. That's no good. And people say to me, well, as long as it's on here, that's fine and it's truthful. We still don't know. Why can't you yourselves come out with this information? You never confirm anything. You confirm everything through other sites like the Hollywood Reporter. And it's honestly, no other studio does this. Other studios come out through their social media channels, right? And they confirm things properly. You don't confirm anything. And it's just a stupid way to run a business. I don't want to disrespect you, Warner Brothers. You own my character. And I want you to work on my character. We look at the CW DC verse. It's ridiculous. Crap like we don't need Superman because of Supergirl and crap like that. Ridiculous situations. You've got to start respecting these DC characters. You've got all the money to spend on these projects, right? Get them right at least. Have a communication with the fans. Instead of channeling information through other sites, have a place, right? You do these DC dailies, right? But you don't release any information. That's supposed to be the communication to the fans, and it's crap. It's not good enough. It's not enough. We need to know. Right, what's going on. You clearly understand that I'm a passionate fan about this, and all I want to know is what's going on. What on earth is stopping you from telling me if Henry Cavill is still Superman, if you're making a Superman film, or you're not bothering? What's stopping you from telling us if Ray Fisher's Cyborg or not? Are you worried about a revolution? The truth has to come out eventually. We need to know as consumers what to think, and what's going on with our favourite franchise, A DC franchise shouldn't be this difficult. It shouldn't. And you've made it difficult. You've made it divisive because of the way you've done things. But at least communicate with the fans. Communicate with your consumers. We deserve at least that much. Now, we understand. It's your money. You own these characters. You've got to do what's right. Personally, I think you should listen to your consumers a bit about that, because we know a lot more about what works and what doesn't work because we're the people who actually consume them. But that's fine. You don't want to listen to us? That's fine. But at least damn well communicate with us what's going on. We deserve that. We want to know if there's a Snyder Cut or not, if there's a Superman film or not, what's going on with The Flash, Cyborg. Just create a department within Warner Brothers that actually connects with the fans and lets us know what's going on. Because all these issues that I've just spoken about, there is no reason why you can't communicate with us what's going on with them. So what do you think, everyone? Have I got a point? Or am I wrong? Should Warner Brothers just not say anything? Please comment down below. If you agree with me, hit the like button. If you agree with this video and what I've been saying, smash that like button so I know you agree with me, right? So please like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back again later.